Hello, everybody. Today we're going to be taking a look at how to build a habit tracker as a Chrome extension. I did make a video before on me. You can watch me build a Chrome extension for SEO. And I just used AI. I didn't code nothing. And so this one might be a little bit longer, more of a tutorial on how the whole process looks like. And you can see my workflow and thought process behind how I would build something like this. I don't know how it's going to look like at the end. You and me will find out together what this is going to end up looking like. So the first thing I'm going to do is I want to first give the AI some input and context. So what I'm going to do first is I found this page on Google, the 5 best habit tracker apps. And I'm just going to copy this and so I created a project. So I'm going to make another video on this soon about Claude projects. It's a really nice alternative to chat GPTs. And a project is basically you can add a custom instructions for a specific project. It's more meant to be less permanent and more temporary, which I love because projects are never permanent. And so what you can do here is you can set up a custom instruction. So for example, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to ChatGPT and I'm going to ask it, can you create a custom instruction for an AI that is tasked to build a Chrome extension habit tracker. And I'm just going to enter very simple prompt, and it's going to give me a custom instruction. It's going to goes over the project overview, the features, etc., etc. And we'll just wait until that finishes. So now that it finished, it actually gave me too much information. So first it broke down the features, the functionality, customization, the technical specifications, extension structure, and the actual development steps. I don't like that much information. So what I'm going to do is, because it started giving me like the manifest JSON and the HTML structure and things like that. So I'm going to be like, I don't need all the code. I want you to simplify the custom input instructions to only discuss features, UI, UX. And I'm just going to press enter and let that finish. And now it just finished that. It basically breaks down the features, the dashboard, add habit, delete, etc. And then you have UI, and then you have the UX. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy this. I'm going to go back into Claude projects and into the custom instructions, and just I want to save that instructions right there. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back here and I'm going to copy all this and I'm going to paste that. I'm going to ask Claude now, can you extract? Again, this isn't structured whatsoever. So I'm just off the top of my head, this is how I would generally do things. I'm sure I can perfect it and make it or improve it a lot better. But generally, a lot of people, when they do something like this is generally the process they would follow. Is like you sort of try different things, something works, something doesn't, you break things, and then you improve it like that. So I'm going to ask, can you extract core features from the following text? And remember, because it already has custom instructions and knows that its main purpose is to build a Chrome extension for habit tracking. And I'm going to paste all that. And then I'm actually going to go here and I'm going to take a full page screenshot. And now that I have a full page screenshot, I'm just going to copy that. I'm going to go back to Claude. I'm going to paste that. Sorry, that didn't work. Let me go back again. And I actually went through a bunch of different web pages and I gave it a bunch of screenshots and some extra content. And I wanted to extract the core features from the following text. And then I also want you to extract UI, UX, and core feature information from the images that I gave you. And just to give you some background, I went to Habit Now and they have a bunch of screenshots on their Google Play store. And I just copied that and I gave it to Claude. And I want to see if it can extract certain information from that. So now I started a new chat and it's extracting that information. And now that it's finished, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to copy all this core features all the way down here. And I'm going to go back to the project area and I'm going to add some content and add text content. Core features of the habit tracker Chrome extension. And I'm going to paste this here now. add content. Now it has that. And I'm going to go back here. Actually, let me go back. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, can you build a habit tracker Chrome extension based on what you have in your knowledge base? Make it look like the attached screenshots. I'm going to attach the screenshots again. I'm going to add that. I'm going to add this. I'm going to add, that's 1, 2, and then I guess I have to copy some more. Hold on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Habit Now. I'm going to copy that. Go back here. Paste it. So I just pasted 5 images from that Google Play Store landing page, and you can only add up to 5 files at any given text. And so I'm just going to enter now, and I'm just going to see what that does. So now it's going to start building the Chrome extension, and let's see what it does. It is not going through the whole Chrome extension. It's building the manifest JSON and a bunch of other stuff. So popup.html, you got the popup.js. And again, I'm not a Chrome extension expert, but the last video that I did, it actually created a separate file for each one of these ones. So you have the popup HTML, you have the popup.js, and I'm just going to open up the one that I actually built before. And in the previous one that I built, we had a background JS, we had a content JS, we had a manifest JSON, popup HTML, popup JS, and style CSS. And I'm just going to take a screenshot of this, copy that. I'm going to go back. Can you write the code in a separate file for each? Look at the image as an example. Oh, I didn't even paste the image, so we have to wait. So it's telling me that I can't add more than 5 images per chat because I have 5 chats here. Okay, what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna ask it, I'm gonna actually go back to the projects, and I'm going to go to the core features. I'm gonna click on that, and I'm just gonna copy all this, habit tracking, copy that, and I'm also gonna copy, I'm gonna go here, and just copy that. I'm gonna go back to the chat, which was this one here. Can you add all the core features to the files as below? And I'm just gonna copy that, paste that. And now, because what it did was it actually built each file. Initially, it built it in one file, and I asked it to separate it. So you have the manifest JSON, popup HTML, etc. And now what it's doing, it's starting to build these again. So you have the manifest JSON, you have the popup HTML, you have the style CSS, and it's building that. So let's wait until it finishes. As you can see here, while I was building all the documents, during options.js in this file, it just says Claude's response was limited as it hit the maximum length allowed at this time. And so I just basically asked it to continue the options.js. Sometimes you're going to have to do that. And then it tells me here, you can see this completes the options.js file. To implement these features in your Chrome extension, you want to create a new file called options.js in your extension directory, copy the code, etc., etc. And what I'm going to do is give me a complete instruction set on how to set this Chrome extension document in my local drive desktop, which is where I'm going to store it, and make sure to add all the necessary file names. Okay, let's wait until it gives me. So basically, I'm asking it to now, for people who haven't done this before, if you don't know how to implement it, well, you can ask the AI and it can do it for you. So let's wait. The first thing it asks me to do is to create a new directory for your extension. So on my desktop or preferred location, you want to create a new folder named Habit Tracker Pro, and then you want to create the following files, and then you want to copy each code, and then you want to create or obtain an icon file, and then you want to do a final folder structure. So your Habit Tracker Folder Pro should now look like this, and you have this whole thing here, and then you want to load the extension. So I'll show you guys how to do that. The first thing I'm going to say is, can you update the code so that I don't need folder images. And I'll tell you guys why I'm doing this. So when I first built the previous Chrome extension, you needed an icons 16 PNG 48. I think it's just a Chrome extension requirement if you actually want to upload it to the Chrome directory, which in my case, I'm not necessarily going to do that. And so I just felt like I didn't want to go in and find a 16 by 16, 48 by 48 image. And so I don't want that as a part of the code. So I'm just going to ask it to update the code. I believe it updates the manifest JSON. Let's see what it does. And let's wait until it finishes. And now you can see it basically gave me an updated version of the manifest.json file. And it also gave me a background.js file as well, and I updated that. So what I'm going to now do is I'm going to go here and I'm going to try to follow the instructions. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create a directory on my desktop, and I'm going to name it Habit Tracker Pro, and I'll come back in a second. So I created a folder called Habit Tracker Pro, and what I'm now going to do is I'm going to create the following files. I'm just going to copy this. Sorry, one sec. And I'm going to go here and I'm just going to add this file here, manifest.json. I'll go back here, popup.html. And I'm just going to do all that. As you can see, I built all the files here, background.js, manifest.json, options.html. I'm going to go back to this area here. Now it's saying copy the code for each file. So I'm going to go scroll up and I'm going to just copy each code. So I'm going to go to manifest.json. I'm going to copy this and I'm going to go here. I'm going to look for manifest.json. I'm going to paste that. And then I'm going to save that. I'm going to go back here. I'm going to go to popup HTML. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to go to popup HTML, paste that, and then let me just finish the rest. So I basically filled every single one of these. If you take a look at it, it's all filled. But remember, I asked it to update the manifest JSON. So I'm going to go back here. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to go back to manifest JSON. It's better to not lose track of things. You just want to follow instructions step by step. So I'm going to paste this, copy that, and I'm going to go to background.js and I'll copy that again. Let's go back to background.js, paste that. And now where we look like we're good. Now I think we probably have to upload it. So I'll show you guys how to do that. So the first things first is you want to go to Chrome /extensions. I'm going to copy that. Go on a new tab. And you want to make sure that developer mode is on. So you want to make sure that's on. And I'm just going to go to load unpacked. So if you go back here, it's basically saying you want to copy the code from previous conversations, open Chrome, enable developer mode, and then you want to click load unpacked. I'm pretty sure there's going to be an error somewhere, someplace. I'm going to go to desktop and I'm going to look for Habit Tracker Pro, select folder, and it's saying fail to load extension, couldn't load SVG icon. I'm just going to copy this and go back here and ask it to do this. So it's basically telling me that it doesn't support embedded SVG data. And so it's going to update the manifest JSON. We actually have to build the images. Now, for a developer, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think we do need this. But I just don't want to take the time to actually build this. And so what I did was I asked it, can we just completely ignore PNG files? And this is what it's telling me. I have to create a new file called icon.js. And then I have to copy and paste this code, and then it has other information. So I have to update the manifest in background.js. So I'm going to just do that. So I just did that. Let's go back to Chrome extension. Let's cancel load unpacked. I'm going to try this again. Go back to desktop, select folder, and it seems to have worked. If I type in habit tracker, and it's working. I'm going to go details and I'm going to see if I can pin this. Let's go here. Let's look for habit tracker right there. I'm going to pin that and let's see if it works. I'm just going to go back here and I'm going to see if I can pin it. And I built something, at least something there. So let's go to settings. I can change it to dark, light, enable notifications. I can export data, import data, save settings. Let's do dark, save settings. I'm going to go back here. So now it's a dark mode settings. And you can go add habit. Just be like, I don't know, drink water 8 a.m. every day. Okay. Enter frequency, daily. Okay. Enter category, health. Okay. And now I have something that looks like some type of habit tracker. I don't know if it's going to work. We'll see. So we have drink water every day. Don't know what these numbers are saying. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 30, 29. The numbers seem to be off, but I can see the current streak there. Um, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go back. I like the fact that we built some type of habit tracker because you can see that today's progress, 1 out of 1 habit completed. It doesn't have to be complicated, just something that's easy. If you're on your desktop every single day, it'd just be a nice way to just track like very simple habits like did I drink water or how many times did I drink water, and you can add more features over time because of the how long this video is going to get. I'm not going to add too many features. What I am though, however, going to ask is, um, for some reason the dates seem off. It starts off like 5, 3, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then 30, 29, 28. Allow me to uh, make it so that it's an actual calendar format and automatically set to today's date. So you'll see what that does. And now that it's completed, it basically updated the pop-up.js and style CSS. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to pop-up.js and I'm going to go back to pop-up.js and I'm going to paste that. Let's go back, style CSS, copy, paste that. Okay, I'm going to go back to Chrome extension and I'm just going to delete this again, remove, load unpacked, go back to desktop, habit tracker. Now it seems to be there. Let's go look for it again. Habit Tracker Pro. Let's go back here, check it out. I'm gonna add a habit, drink water, and daily, okay, and health, okay. And now it seems like there is some type of date thingy here. So today's the 5th of July, which is true. It doesn't tell me what month it is though. So for example, so you know how it says today's progress, 0 out of 1 habits completed. It understands that 4 is before 5 and today is July 5th on a Friday. And then if I do that, I click on this, so that works. And this is a progress record, current streak 2 days. Does that improve? Oh, because Thursday, Friday. Oh, see, so it knows that I can't do anything beyond that day. So that works. I just wish I could move the month, or I can see the month. So I like the fact that it is working. It is definitely working. What I'm going to do now is I have 2 requests. Can you make the habit tracker look more aesthetic? Add more box shadows, softer colors, make it look clean. Also, for the calendar, allow me to move the months, display what month it is, what week it is, and today's date in this format, month, day, year. I'm gonna just press enter and let's see what it does there. So after some back and forth, it finally gave me the full pop-up.js. If we scroll up a little bit, it basically says Cloud's response was limited as it hit the maximum length allowed at this time. So what I did was I'm gonna continue the rest of pop-up.js, and it continued it but didn't finish the whole code. And then basically what I did was I'm like, give me the full pop-up.js, and it gave it to me, and then I copied and pasted it. And then what you want to do is when you go to extensions, the previous time I deleted it and then uploaded it. So I just realized you can just click on reload and it reloads the whole thing. And hey, we have a habit tracker that doesn't look too bad. It has a current streak. You can move the months, right? You can move the months. You can obviously work with the design. You can make the UI a little bit better. I think it looks clean. There's some box shadows. It's July 5th and it highlights July 5th and it tells you today's day, Friday, July 5th, 2024, week 27. And you can click on that and you can see the streak go up, and you can edit this. You can edit the habit name and all that information, if it's daily, weekly. You can do that. Today's progress. You can add habits. You can go to settings. You can change it to light and dark. So I'm going to save the settings. Let's go back up, and now there's a dark theme, and I can click on that again, and now I have a dark theme. So overall, I am very happy that we just built a freaking habit tracker that we can literally use. Now I can use this for myself. So yeah, I'm impressed. I'm impressed. The last video that I made on a Chrome extension, we built an SEO tool. This time we made a habit tracker. I didn't code anything. This video is around 20 minutes. It took plus or minus, it took around 30 to 40 minutes of just back and forth creating this. This would have taken a lot longer if you were to code this by yourself. So I'm very, very happy. Leave a comment in the leave a comment if you actually want me to share the file, the photo, so you guys can use it yourself and maybe expand on it with Claude if you want yourself. I might expand on it, make it a little bit better, but yeah, I'm happy. And we're at 20 minutes, so I'm gonna stop the video here. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and until next time, see you guys later. And also, don't forget to subscribe and share and like, because it does help me out a lot, and also it just gives me that more motivation to make more of these types of videos that might or might not help people, but I know it does. Definitely, I'm interested, it helps me, and I think it's useful. So yeah, until next time, take care, see you guys later.